Okay, so yesterday we learned about solving for gradient. Okay, we did a practice problem using a topographic map, but we're also going to do a practice problem using a word problem to solve for gradient. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to write down our gradient formula, which you can find on page 1 of your Earth Science reference table. Okay, so our top number is going to be our change in value, which in this case is always going to be an elevation. Okay, so it's our change in elevation, and we divide that change in value or change in elevation by the distance. Okay, so our gradient equals change in value divided by distance. Okay, so our word problem says a stream begins at an elevation of 250 meters and flows into a pond that is at an elevation of 100 kilometers. The length of the stream is 10 kilometers. What is the gradient? Okay, so if we look at our picture over here, we can see that our stream starts at 250 meters. Okay, it flows down to 100 meters in this pond, and that stream was 10 kilometers long. Okay. So we're looking for those two elevations in order to solve for gradient. So we can see here we have an elevation of 250 meters and we have an elevation of 100 meters. Okay, so we have our two elevations. So from that, we can calculate our change in value. Okay, so our change in value, we started at 250 meters. We went down to 100 meters, okay? So our change in value was 150 meters. All right, the other variable that we need in this case is our distance, which if we look at our problem, we can see here, our distance of 10 kilometers was the length of the stream. Okay, so that's going to be our D, so 10 km. Okay, and then we're going to write down our formula. So I'm going to abbreviate. I'm going to say G equals CIV for change in value divided by our D for distance. Okay. And then I want to substitute my numbers. So I'm going to write that G equals, I'm going to put in my 150 meters for my CIV. So 150 meters. And I'm going to divide that by my D, which was 10 kilometers. And then my solution, I'm going to take my calculator. I'm going to put in 150 divided by 10. And I'm going to get 15. Okay, but we can't forget our units because we don't want naked numbers. So we are going to have meters per kilometer. So that's going to look like this. Okay, so what that is telling us is that for every kilometer that this stream flows, it experiences a 15-meter change in elevation.